Hi, welcome to Dwayne's Guitar Lessons. I'm instructor Dwayne Jenkins. Thanks so much for being here today. Today's lesson, we're going to talk about something I talk about a lot. It's very, very important, and it's how to develop good practice habits. Anytime you learn an instrument, you've got to be able to have good practice habits. So let's take a look at a few things that are going to help you to develop your guitar playing faster.
Audio Jungle.
So one of the things that are really important when you're learning an instrument is develop good practice habits. Actually, that's good for just about anything that you try to learn. It doesn't really matter what it is, especially with guitar playing. And I mention this a lot in my videos, and it's because it's so important, okay? People want to learn faster, but they don't want to develop the things necessary to get there. You know, it's that simple. You have to develop good practice habits. I can't emphasize this enough. You get a lot of people want to learn how to play guitar, but they don't want to practice. Well, how are you going to learn? You know, how are you going to learn if you don't practice? It's that simple. You've got to do it. You just got to put your head down and get to it, okay? Now, if you develop a few different things, just a few basic elements, it's going to help you out a lot, okay? So we're going to go over these real quick here. Just four things here that's going to really help you out a lot, okay? Number one, certain amount of time, a certain time of the day. Like if it's in the morning, maybe before you go to work. I remember I used to practice in the morning I usually practice a little bit in the morning when I get up. You know, just kind of helps me start the day. If that doesn't work for you, maybe when you get home or possibly, you know, later at the evening before you go to bed. But it's really a good idea to try to do it at a specific time every day, okay? Or every time you practice, try to do it at a specific time, because what that does is it gets your mind focused that it's time to practice, and it gets you in that frame of mind, okay? If you're doing it at different times here and there, it's hard to really get focused on the issue. So just try to figure out what time is best for you. Everybody's a little different, you know. Me, I like to get up in the morning and practice for a little bit before I get up and get going for the day. That kind of helps me get going, you know. My mind's awake and fresh. Sometimes at night, you're tired, and it's, you know, for me, it's not always the best time. But some people, you know, are night people, some people are day people, morning people. It just kind of depends. Everybody's a little different. So kind of think about that and try to do it at the same time. It's really going to make a big difference, you know. That really makes a big difference, okay? Number two, try to find a practice space. Develop a place where you're going to practice, a place where you can have your guitar, your amps, your training materials, whatever it is that you're learning from. Try to devote a place for that, okay? It's kind of like a kitchen or a bedroom. You know, when you go in the kitchen is specifically designed for cooking dinner. It's specifically designed for that, okay? So it makes it easy to cook dinner when you go in there to cook, because it's designed for that. You got your stove, you got your sink, you got your pots and pans, your silverware, all that stuff, your dishes and everything. So what you want to do is you want to design a place specifically for that purpose. An extra bedroom, you know, basement, garage, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. Just try to devise a place where you can have your guitar, have all your stuff right there, so that when you get there, you can just pick up your guitar and start to practice, okay? If you have a guitar like put away in the case and downstairs in the closet or whatever, you know, it's going to be out of sight, out of mind, and you know, you're more likely not going to be motivated to get it out and get it going, okay? So if you could have a place to actually have your guitar sitting out somewhere, you know, on a stand or something, that's actually good, because then you can just grab it and start playing it. But if it's always out of sight, out of mind, you're just never going to do it, okay? So try to divide a place, maybe a music room or something where you can, you know, you can practice your instrument, okay? That's very important. It's number two. Number three, okay, you want to develop a practice routine. What are you going to practice on? Are you going to focus on your chords, forming your chords, you know, making sure you get good clarity? Are you going to focus on your picking hand? Is it going to be your strumming? You know, is it going to be picking the strings individually like this, you know, while you're holding chords? Is it going to be changing chords, you know? What's it going to be? Is it going to be your scales, you know? Getting good clear tone, you know, whatever it is, there's all kinds of different things. Is it going to be your knowledge of concepts, you know, your musical knowledge as far as like chords, what notes are in the chords, or what notes are in the scales, or basically knowing your musical alphabet, or how to find your notes. There's all kinds of things that you could focus on, but try to get a routine going, you know, say, okay, I'm going to start off by maybe doing some finger exercises, you know, warm up your fingers real good, you know, get the dexterity moving. And then you say, okay, I'm going to move to, you know, maybe chords, simple chords and strumming. Then I'm going to move on to, knowing my notes and whatever it is, okay? Whatever it is you're working on, everybody's a little different, but try to develop a routine, something that you do every time, because it really helps. It's kind of like when you do exercise, physical exercise and physical fitness, you work on certain things, your cardio or this or that, and when you do it like that, it really helps it to develop faster, okay? If you're just doing random stuff, you don't develop as quickly, and what we want to do is we want to develop quickly. So if you have a routine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step, whatever it is, that's going to help you progress faster, and you do it the same every time. It's going to really help you develop those skills faster, okay? And then of course, number 4, you want to think about the goal of why you're doing it, okay? Because there's always got to be a reason why we're doing something, Why do you get up and go to work every day? Why do you get in your car and drive? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? So why are you practicing? You got to have a goal, a destination, some kind of reason why you're doing it, because if you're doing it just to do it, you're probably not going to stick with it. But if you do it because it's a good thing to relax, it's a good hobby, you like it as a hobby, then that's your why. But you always got to focus on your why. Why are you doing it? Are you doing it to just have fun with it? Are you doing it because you want to get in a band? Are you doing it because you want to entertain your friends and family? Are you doing it just for yourself to accomplish something? It doesn't really matter what it is, but just always focus on your why, okay? So these 4 things are going to really focus on your when, your where, your what, and your why, okay? When are you going to practice? That's your time. Where are you going to practice? That's your space. What are you going to practice? That's your routine. And why you're practicing, that's your goal, okay? You figure out those things, you get your goal set, your plan of action, where you're going to do it, and your daily routine of doing it, and I guarantee you are going to learn the guitar quickly, okay? But you have to stick with it every day. It's an ongoing process. It's not something you can just do once in a while here and there. It just doesn't work like that. You have to really want to learn the instrument and go through the solitude of practice, okay? So you develop these good solid practice habits, and I guarantee you are going to do a great job of learning the guitar. Alright, so there you have it, my 4 steps for developing good practice habits. There's probably a lot of steps in there too, but these are just 4 basic ones that you could start with. Just set everything within these 4 categories, and I guarantee you it's going to really help you stay focused, stay on track, get to where you're going with your guitar learning, okay? So thank you so much for watching. If you have any other things to add to the discussion, be sure to leave them in the comments below, or if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be sure to answer them to you, and be sure to visit my website at DwaynesGuitarLessons.com, where I have a lot of good free videos and other lessons on all kinds of other stuff. Be sure to join my guitar club. You can join it there on my website, where you're going to get a lot of insider tips and tricks and stuff that I've learned over the years of 30 years of playing guitar, and some discounts on some products and things like that, okay? And be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and all that good stuff. And until our next lesson, you take care.